how long have you worked here?
How long have I worked at Lassen Park?
Yes.
I've worked as a ranger in the park for 4 months.
Cool. And how has the Park Service changed since you started working there?
Not much, just the Park Service itself hasn't changed at all. Just the visitation and whatnot throughout the park, via different activities and things we put on. But the Park Service as an organization hasn't changed. The mission has still been the same for the past 4 months.
Gotcha. And then how has technology affected the job in the park throughout the years?
Technology affects the park every single day. We use radios throughout the park for internal communication for safety. We use the internet to look up information for visitors and phones to communicate to businesses in the area or partner organizations, communicate with visitors via social media, phone, email, and in person. For example, we also had the Dark Sky Festival in early August, and we used technology in the form of telescopes and to essentially discover the night sky for visitors and point that out to them what they're looking at, as well as for formal presentations from NASA scientists. So technology has a huge influence on the National Park Service and how we can communicate information, help to educate visitors, and help them find their park and place within that park.
Awesome. The human effects. How has it changed the lands for better or for worse?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few things there. So, in general, the National Park Service is a model for, preserving and protecting the land. That's in our mission statement. So we have a lot of different roles than the Forest Service. Over the past 100 years, the park has kind of changed a lot, and humanity's ideas around forest management, water management, etc., has changed a lot, including, different ideas on fire suppression and how that's transformed into fire management in the past 20 years as science has evolved around the importance of fire to to the ecology of local areas. So that's definitely been something that's changed with humanity. Climate change is also an aspect that we talk about in the Park Service every day. Climate is, the National Park Service is a science-based organization, so it is something we talk about every day. We have scientists who discover that each and every day. And humanity's also influenced the park by doing research every day. We have NASA that comes up and does research in the park to use the extremophiles we find in our hydrothermal areas as a proxy to finding life outside of Earth, so finding extraterrestrial life, and also the USGS uses the park to do research on the volcanism in the park, how to predict earthquakes, etc., and use that for further knowledge. So humanity has affected the park indirectly and directly through policy decisions and science-based decisions throughout time, and public opinion has been changing throughout time. That has all kind of changed. So it just really depends on the era you want to look at. But today, the National Park Service is a science-based organization and kind of tries to follow through everything with that and preserving and protecting the land.
Gotcha. And then last question, what's your favorite part about your job?
My favorite part about my job is getting unique questions from visitors and answering something that really helps them find a place within the park, specifically about whether that's how water systems impact them. The snowpack from Lassen Park, it eventually goes down into federal and state water projects where that's delivered and essentially helps both farmers and people for economic and personal advancement, or whether that just means finding a place of solitude where people can find the Milky Way, trying to find, unique answers to unique questions and helping people find their place within the park. That's probably the favorite part of my job.
That's awesome. Thank you.